privilege of assisting LeJ in the report that is being compiled for the United Nations on Shia massacres and killings. I can confirm that not a single day goes by where this file and this Dropbox does not have to be updated with news of more atrocities. The reason for this emergency meeting, because around 85,000 Pakistani Shia Muslims have been deported from countries like UAE, Dubai, Qatar. Then the number of IDP, and not only have they been deported from these countries for no apparent reason, but their faith. Their properties have been frozen and their bank accounts have also been frozen. Then we have the number of Shia IDPs who are living as refugees in their own country. And that number in itself is around a figure of 56,000. There are some nut jobs who would like to call this individual isolated acts of terrorism. But I have who I call two legends of human rights present in this room, LeJ Rizvi and Lord Ahmed, and both of them will agree that it is not one or two attacks that have been carried out against this community. Only in the years 2012 and 2013, there have been 458 attacks on the Shia community. 458 attacks on the Shia community. MP John Denham is there, who is, and I'd like to welcome you in the room as well. And in the past 6 months alone, the Shias and Hazaras have dug 7 massive graves. This, my lord, you will agree, classifies, because both the intent and the action is there. This, you will agree, does classify as genocide as defined by the United Nations. There is no sectarianism in Pakistan. And I am very concerned about some people in the media and some people who even speak for the community rights who define it as sectarian issue. There is no sectarianism in Pakistan. Because if there was sectarianism, where is the tit-for-tat violence? We've lifted 22,000 dead bodies. Which 20,000 or 22,000 people in Pakistan have been killed as a retaliation? And according to the research carried by in the University of Pennsylvania, which is not a Shia institution, 95% of the terrorists come from one school of thought, which is still being trained to fight the Soviets. However, one must understand that people are actively trying to create a sectarianism wave in the country, where this mindless hatred meets blind vengeance, and their vendetta of leading Pakistan into a civil war-like situation, as they succeed in that mandate of theirs. This is not the Shia blood that is spilling. This is an attack on the integrity of Pakistan. And the other reason why I do not agree that this is sectarianism is that it is the same people. It is not only the Shias who are being attacked. The Ahmadiyya are being attacked. The Christians are being attacked. The Hindus are being attacked. And in this particular meeting, we are concentrating on the Shia because the overwhelming majority of the victims are Shia. We have also raised our voices for the Christian community. They have been attacking the polio workers. So while the victims differ, the people carrying out these attacks, and so proudly doing so, are the same. They have been proudly saying in the media that we are going to rid Pakistan of these unclean people. They believe that anybody who's different to them and thinks differently to them deserves to be killed. And my Lord Avery and Lord Ahmed, please may I suggest that pressure should be put on Pakistan that these institutions that are against and are attacking the very integrity of Pakistan, this Lashkar-e-Jhangvi and this Tehreek-e-Taliban should be declared anti-state by a parliamentary resolution. Do you all agree?
Yes.
And my other concern, and you'll all agree with me on this as well, is that, my Lord, the new way that of attacking the professionals, you know that a lot of Shia professionals have been attacked, they are normally killing the sons with the fathers, with the intention of wiping out the entire community to create further brain drain. So not only are these 56,000 people IDPs living as refugees in their own country, we have another 22,000 people, widows and orphans who've lost their homes, who are mourning over their dead ones, and who've got nothing to go by because they've got no money. I would be interested to know if there is any state sponsor. I do say, I'm sorry, but I do not want to be counting on NGOs to be dealing with such issues. Is there any, has the state taken any responsibility for this? Is there any state-sponsored scheme in place to look after those who get widowed and orphaned as a result of this terrorism? And Pakistan will be, if Pakistan is struggling with finances, Pakistan will be the largest recipient of UK aid in 2014. My question to my lords and the honourable MPs is, if some of this aid could be earmarked for the victims of the who get assassinated. Thank you very much.